Today, we are Customer Service Level 2 group and we'll be doing a role play on use telecommunication technologies to receive and make inbound calls.
My name is Patrina McQueen and I'll be playing the role of the trainee.
My name is Samar Henry and I'll be playing the role of the trainer.
Thank you.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Hi, you must be the trainee Patrina, right?
Yes, I am.
Okay, so I am Tamara Henry and I'll be your trainer for today. So today training will basically consist of going an overview of our CRM system, which would be Salesforce, and we also go into a telecommunication platform that we use, which would be the 3CX, and a few more things. And we will also may do a practical with using these headphones while we do a practice call between me and you. After we have we did everything that's on my list today.
Okay, no problem. And once again, I'm Patrina McQueen and I'm happy to be here.
Thank you so much. Okay, so Patrina, before we get into what I have today, do you know what is a CRM system?
Yes, I do have an idea on what is a CRM system. As the name suggests, it basically manages how the customer and the organization.
The customer's information and
Yes,
things.
how the organization interact with the customers.
Okay, great. So within our organization, our CRM system is basically a Salesforce platform. And Salesforce is basically a cloud-based customer relationship management, otherwise known as the CRM platform. And this helps our business to manage customer relationship, or sales, service, marketing, and a lot more. And this is all in one platform. And use in our company to improve our customer interaction, to streamline workflows, and to grow sales. And I'll basically just go into some of the features of the Salesforce. So the first thing that we have is the Salesforce Cloud, and this manages sales activities, track leads and opportunities, and automate tasks. And when I say track leads basically is for customers in the organization, and on Salesforce it's stated as leads. You won't go on to the platform and see customer information and see leads. So when we do the practical, you will definitely see what I'm talking about. I say leads are to create new leads on Salesforce.
Okay.
The other one is Service Cloud Centers, and this provides customer support tools like live chat, case tracking, and call. So the live chat is where the customer can get feedback or to get their inquiries answered as soon as they make that request. And case tracking is basically any inquiry or any problem a customer may face, and it doesn't get resolved at the same time that the customer may have called. And the next one we have is analytics and report tracking, which allows creation of dashboards and custom reports for performance tracking. So this is where when you're on a call, you can record what the customer is saying, record everything that the customer is saying for proof and for clarity, and where you're able to go back and to see what the customer had asked for. And this is basically a form of communication within our organization. So if the customer does come back wanting to inquire about something, we can definitely see the customer history. Yes. And the Market Cloud creates, automates, and monitors market campaigns via email, social media, and other ways. Right? So if we do have a new product or we want to market something, that is definitely the thing to use. And lastly, we have the Commerce Cloud, helps business manage online shopping and customer interaction. And that's self-explanatory. And are you following me, Patrina?
Yes, I am.
Okay, thank you. And some examples of what customer might come more to ask about is that will be on CRM system that you can find is the telecom Salesforce system to basically track customer complaints, send automatic bill reminders via email, and to allow agents to view a customer full history before answering or a support call. And a support call is could be basically when you're nurturing a customer for a certain product or service. Yeah. And we can definitely talk about who uses Salesforce. So you have the sales team, which you do to track leads, manage pipelines, and to close deals, and the customer service representative to solve issues quickly and to maintain customer satisfaction. We also have the marketing team using the Salesforce system to send personalized emails, social posts, and to measure engagement. Sorry about that. And lastly, we have the managers who view performance dashboard and reports. So remember I was saying that when you're on a call with a customer and you record what's happening on the call, so the manager will also review that and also review the call. So your calls are recorded and that it's recorded on the 3CX and also get into that. So the manager will do what it's called key performance, it's a KPI, and all your calls will say it's recorded and reviewed to have a grading, which is a scale from 1 to 5, and 5 will be the highest, 3 will be in the middle. Okay, so and I think that's about it with the Salesforce and Keynote though. Salesforce is we do have security and access measures for the Salesforce Cloud security users. So we have a username and passcode. I will definitely share the link to you in your email where you're able to access it. And it's we do have a data encryption, multifunction authenticity, which is basically MFA and regular system updates and backups. So even if we have an update on the system, your information or any call that you have made is definitely backed up.
Okay.
Yeah. And let's get into the 3CX. Okay, so we'll be going into the 3CX, and we also have a practical part on the 3CX where I'll be showing you how the 3CX look and how you can operate it, and a few troubleshooting tips. Right, so now I'll just give you a brief definition of the 3CX and some of the features of 3CX. Okay, so 3CX is a business phone system, and also it's also known as a voice over IP. So it's our VoIP. It's basically a PBX system, otherwise known as a private branch exchange system. And this lets organizations make and manage inbound and outbound calls using the internet instead of a traditional phone line. And there's other telecommunication systems like the PMBX.
Oh yes, I did my before prior to this training session. I did my research and I understand most of them.
Yeah,
The
that's not
PBX and the PAX.
Okay, great. So I don't think I'll have to get into that one. So the main features of the 3CX, we have the VoIP phone calls, which make and receive calls over the internet. You have call routing and transfer, which basically automatically direct calls to the right person or department. And you have two ways to do a transfer. You have a warm transfer and a cold transfer. In our organization, will require you to do the warm transfer, where you have to contact the person or the department first. explain to them what the issue is, give them a brief summary, and then to get back to the customer, let them know who they're going to, and to just transfer them to that person.
Okay.
Yes. And we have video conference, which is a online host video meeting with staff or customers, and you remember the live chat on the Salesforce. We definitely do have live chat on the 3CX2, and this is only for internal customers, right? And when I say internal customers, I mean your colleagues.
Okay, I understand.
We have mobile.
Alright, so does the 3CX has a limit approach for the video conference, or
No, the 3CX doesn't have a limit. On the conference, you can be everyone in the organization. We do use that for meetings. So if you want to meet, if you want to add urgent matter, and we don't want to come physically for everyone in one room, we can definitely do a video conference.
that
Or
makes
you can,
sense?
or you can just video call anyone to give clarity on any information, or to just text them in their inbox. Yes. And the mobile app may receive calls on your smartphone as if you're at the office. It's basically when your phone is linked to the 3CX.
Okay.
We do have call recording too. That's what I'm saying. What I was explaining to you, that your calls are recorded and then assessed to see how well you do on the call. And as a customer service representative, I definitely know that you do know all of the tricks and techniques that we use to gain customers' feedback or anything or inquiries.
For the recording, the call recording, does the call record itself as they go on the call, or you have to press record?
Yes. The car, it automatically records as you go onto the call, and you can stop the recording. For instance, where you're taking the customer's credit card information, you can definitely stop the call at that moment, as you know you don't want to record that part of the call.
That makes sense.
Yes, and we have the voicemail to email. So voicemail messages are sent as audio files to your email, and we have the CRM integration, which connects with Salesforce, Microsoft Teams, and other CRM systems. And the queue and the IVR menus, which automatically create and direct callers. And it's basically like you never got called and it say press 1 to go to that department, press 2 for support, yes. And the queue is basically a call queue to see where the customer, everyone is placing a queue. So the customer is placing a queue, so the first person to call, second, third, fourth, and then the agents are placing a queue. So the agent that has been off a call the longest will get the next waiting customer.
Okay.
Yes. And that's it for all the features and everything for 3CX. I have sent you the email with the 3CX link and also the Salesforce link. I will ask you to go onto the 3CX while we can get into the practical part of it.
Alright, let me just double check for the email. Okay, I'm seeing it.
Okay, great. And you have put in your extension and the password.
Yes, I did.
Okay, I am seeing you on the system now. So in the section where it says team, you can definitely see me and my extension. And you see that me and you are the only one on.
Yeah.
So this is where you can see who's on and okay, so Patrina, if you go over to the top right of your screen where you see the man icon, that gray thing, you can just tap on it and you're able to see your name and your extension number. Are you seeing that?
Yes, I am.
Okay, and going down you'll see a series of colors, and the first one which you will see is the green, which states available, and that shows anyone in the organization that you are ready to take any calls or to be transferred to someone, right? And that state that you're at your desk. And the orange one, which says away, whether you click on this only if you probably go to the bathroom or to just step out for a moment. The red, which is do not disturb, and lunch, again it's a lighter green, and the other red, which is business trip. Are you seeing all of that?
Yes, I see. Tamara, I just realized that you explained all of the different colors and what they mean. I do have a question as it relates to call. Does does it have a specific color when calls are coming in or a missed call?
Okay, so it doesn't have a specific color. I don't think a color will come up, but you will definitely see a pop-up where you're able to do an option to answer or decline the call, and you're able to see the person, the caller ID, whether it be an extension or the person's name. You're able to see that, and if you just go to the call or the telephone icon, same top right, you can just press on that.
Okay.
You're seeing, okay, so this is where you're able to type in any extension. I will still do that practically, where you to just type in my extension and to just call me. I will do a test call.
Okay, no problem.
And okay, so you can just go back to the person icon or the man icon, and going down back in the line, you see it says status temporarily, and the statuses are what I just went through, whether available, away, do not disturb, lunch, and business trip.
Yes.
And below that, you see ringer off. You're able to take your ringer off or ringer on, right? And then we have below settings, you'll see exit client. When you're closing or you're coming out of 316, you should always click exit client or you won't be out of the system. So to ensure at the end of the day or when you're leaving your system, to always exit client.
Okay.
Okay, great. Okay, and then we'll just move over to the left side of your screen where you see the other icons. We're currently on team. You can go into the chat where you can search any extension or any name, and you can definitely chat with someone or to ask any information or to just get clarity on anything or to see if they are any available or anything to take your client if it's a transfer that you want to do. And then in the meet,
This is where meetings.
yes, this is where the meetings are held, and you can see it probably come up where it says to allow your camera, microphone, everything. And then if you just go down to calls, this is your call history. You'll see all the calls that you have made or that you have received, and this is basically for record keeping and anything yet. And then going down to the panel, you're able to see the agent status, the caller, the callee, the queue, the time, and any details in the panel. And to see who called, who, and who answered. And then contacts, you'll be the person in the organization. And if you just click those three dots, you click it, you're seeing voicemail, so you can see any voicemail messages that you have received. And to just go, okay, if you just click on the three dots and then go to the settings, right, and then you can also go to audio and video. And this is where we're able to set up the headphones. So here you go, Miss McLean.
Thank you.
So you're going to put in that part. It's a USB port out. Okay. And you're seeing it's asking for access for microphone, the speaker, and all of that, right? The microphone is to be at the left side. Yes. And as you plug that in, you will see where everything comes up as default.
Should I press allow? It says something about
Allow for the camera.
allow. Yes.
No, you don't have to turn on your camera at this moment, as you're just only using the speaker and the microphone.
Okay.
So if you ever come up with any complications while using the headset, where it's saying you don't have a speaker, you need to allow the speaker and the microphone, you can definitely come into this section of the system.
Okay.
Yeah, and we're going back to Teams, where I'll be calling you, and you can just, I'll probably make any inquiry, and you're just assisting me, or to just fill up a look.
Okay.
Okay,
Question though, for the settings, so for instance, have a little issue within the system, do I have to ask somebody to fix it, or I can fix it myself?
Okay, oh, I'm glad that you said that. So we do have it's a manual where you have for the Salesforce, the 360, the headset, and the troubleshooting. So this is for you.
Thank you.
Yeah, so you can definitely read through it. But if you do have any concerns where you're not sure on to do something, I can definitely say you can contact the maintenance or your supervisor to just ensure that anything isn't damaged or anything.
Okay.
Great. Yeah.
Thank you for that.
So I'm going to call you. You'll definitely hear me through the headset, and you can speak into the microphone. So I'll be calling you right now, and you'll see a pop-up icon. Are you seeing that?
Yes, I'm seeing it.
And you can just click the green button. So before we get into the call, are you hearing me?
Yes, I'm hearing you.
Okay, great. So on your headset, you have right here, you're able to adjust the volume.
Okay.
And on the call, we're seeing you see the hold. This is how you put a customer on hold. And then you have the mute button to add a new call, the conference, the transfer, and everything, the recording. So you're seeing the part is being recorded, and the keyboard or the video. The keyboard is basically to call somebody else.
So like the extension, just type in the extension and it goes to the person, or?
Yes. Do you want to add someone?
Okay.
Okay, so we can just do a quick call and just start off from the top. So starting from the salutation.
Good morning. Thank you for calling Tech Innovation. My name is Katrina McQueen, and I'm going to assist you today.
Okay, so hey, good morning, Katrina. So I'm just calling to inquire about my TV that I bought.
Okay, sure. I'll be more than happy to assist you with that. May I have your name, please?
So my name is Tamara.
All right, thank you.
Okay, Katrina, so you can end the call, and that is basically how we do a standard call in our organization, and that was just a test run to see that everything was working with your headphone and to just get you a little familiar with how you'd be working from now on.
Okay.
Yes. And that's just a wrap for today. Do you have any questions, or do you want me to clarify anything for you?
For the automation, you said something related to the automation, like for instance, the customer, there's an outage in this, there's some trouble in the system, and you said you can use it to like automatically send them a message. I wanted to clarify on that.
Okay, so the voice automation is basically AI, or probably someone just saying repetitive information to direct customers as to where to go. So you have an extension line linked to that. So if they click one, so the automation will basically explain to them. So if you're calling to billings department, or you want to go to billings, press 1.
Oh, the IVR.
Yes, so it's an IVR system. Yes. That's clarified?
Yes. Thank you for that.
Okay, so yes. So thank you so much for today, Katrina, and I hope everything was clear and concise. And I'm looking forward with working with you from now on.
Alright, thank you so much for that, Mr. Murray. Thank you for having me.
Yes, so this is the end of our session, and to just click exit again and reset. Yes, so exit and yes, and you're out of the system. And that's all for today. So to have yourself a wonderful rest of your day, Katrina.
Thank you, and same to you.
Thank you.